DCU getting their photographs taken. They've turned their backs on us at the start of this game, but I don't blame them because the rain has been pelting down and it's going across that way, maybe into the camera lens of whoever is taking the photograph. But that is DCU and the whole squad arriving there in their navy with a bit of yellow trimming here at Maguire's Field in UL for the Electric Ireland Freshers 1 hurling final. Always a unique game. He has to go back and get that picture done properly. That's Ted Dunn there, Kilkenny man. Now the picture's taken properly for posterity, and you know, when you look back in 20-30 years time, you'll see that a lot of these guys have gone on to do big things in the game. This is the cream of the young players in the country at this level. But first we have to talk about the pitch. UL haven't come out yet and it's their pitch. They're warming up over to the left here at Maguire's Field. Adrian O'Sullivan is with me for the CoCom. Adrian, the first thing unfortunately we have to do is talk about the conditions. There's still a bit of a drizzle coming down here and there's been a lot of rain has fallen today, but as we know, the facilities here are fantastic. And last year was it the captain was it Cormac Crotty was telling me, says we want for nothing in this place, the ball walls over there and so on. So if any pitch isn't going to be playable or is going to be playable probably in the county, it's probably this one, but even it is struggling tonight.
Yeah, no, look, it's what we call a fine soft day in Limerick today, Jerome. But you're right, look, if this pitch, there's probably no other pitch in the country would take this game today. I was in Dublin this morning for work myself. The weather is absolutely atrocious. But look, the pitch looks alright. I was chatting to Dermot Moran there, the DCU manager, beforehand. He said it's heavy, but what would you expect? So there's going to be no excuses. Dermot looked like he meant business there before the game. But look, the pitch looks alright. There's a slight breeze from left to right here up towards the industrial estate end away from the college. But I don't think it's going to have a huge bearing on the game. But look, we'll see plenty of rucks here, I'd say, given the conditions. So look, whoever comes out with a high intensity and big energy at the start of the game could give themselves a good platform to drive on here.
Yeah, I would say the conditions over to the left as you're watching it here, where the referee was just about going and where our camera is going now, that's probably the softer end. And as you say, the rain will actually be coming from that side. So that's probably where it might get bogged down a little bit. It's very soft in the goals where that keeper is there. I was looking there earlier on, but it's all comparative. And as you say, it's about what you bring to it. It's just a shame, isn't it, for these lads, because this is the cream in the country here at the very top level. And you think you're getting out of the bad weather. So it's disappointing, but it is what it is.
Yeah, look, it's the dicey role in college of sport, you know. We were playing in Ashburn weekend one year, blowing Waterford, and we played in a storm, orange weather warning on the Saturday, and it was like the pizza on the Sunday. You know, so look, it's just a lottery at this time of the year. You know, we're all Irish. It just hasn't come as a surprise to us this morning. You know,
exactly.
So
yeah, and
the lads have prepared all week.
They've played it worse over the last couple of months. I get you, you know. But how will it affect the game? I mean, the obvious cliche is that it will be a bit of a leveler.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you get. I mean, the last couple of years, was it Dangan last year, and University of Galway, who absolutely stunned UL that night and came out with a fantastic performance and won it that night. And didn't just beat them, but they beat them well, and it was what they brought to it that night, never mind the conditions.
Yeah, look, I suppose if I was a cornerback today and I was thinking about going out marking Adam Screeney, I'd be happy enough with the conditions. So it's probably not conditions for small nippy corner forwards, but look, they breed him tough up around Kilcormac as well, so I'm sure he'll be fine as well. But look, it can be a great leveler. It can be a bit of a cliche as well. I think at the end of the day, the best team usually comes out on top, and I suppose, look, there will be a little bit of who adapts to the conditions the best. Whether that's a change in strategy where we see fewer sharp puck outs, there'll be a lot more long stuff with the conditions and things like that. But look, this weather's been given for ages. Both teams, this is no shock to anyone. Both teams be prepared for it, and I think the best team is going to come out on top regardless.
Let's have a look at the teams then, starting with the UL team. You mentioned Adam Screeney, the Offaly man at left corner forward there. Number 15 is one to watch. But I mean, Jack Leahy, 14 points in the league final between these two teams. David O'Reilly with a goal. I mean, you go on ahead, you know these boys better than me.
Yeah, well, look, unusually there for the UL full forward line, I suppose. Jack Leahy there from Cork was the minor hurler of the year 2021. Screeney beside him was the minor hurler of the year 2022. But it can often happen in these games like that. You know, them boys will be well marked. Sinan Butler is a guy I think anyone watching in from home might recognise the name. He would have got goals late on for Tipperary a lot of the time in their run to the minor All-Ireland final, minor All-Ireland title in 2022. He's a guy that if he doesn't get as much attention as Screeney and Leahy inside, he could very much come to the fore here today towards the end of the game. David O'Reilly, a coach at the Westmeath under-20s, scored two late on, two in the second half against Tip in the National League on Saturday. Serious operator. Conor Martin, Kilkenny, obviously Tony Keady's son, RIP, Anthony Keady in the middle from Moore Marie, serious operator as well, and a guy that they really respect here in the college. I think will go on to have a big Fitzgibbon career. Killian Doyle obviously already playing for the Kilkenny seniors. If you go through their defence then, there's a bit of a legacy there. Gerard O'Dwyer, the fullback, his sister Orla would have played O'Connor and Ashbourne for UL here. She's over to Brisbane Lions now at the moment. Tony Brennan, Ballygunner. What they say about Tony here is he's exactly what you'd expect from a Ballygunner cornerback. Nathan Gill, obviously a Galway minor under 20. Darragh Lanigan on the Limerick panel already. And Kiervach Smith, what we're told, is a throwback centre-back. It's what he's been described as, so I'm looking forward to seeing this lad.
Everybody knows what you mean when you say that.
Yeah. So there's a few lads laughing at home now. So there were probably a few throwback centre-backs watching this game at home now.
So we're not going to expect him to be up at corner forward helping out there?
I'd say he's probably not going to go on the counter-attack too much, Jerome, is what we've been told. But we'll wait and see. He's warming up here in front of us. He's a fair unit. So.
And to be clear, it's Jack. Is it Leahy or Lahey? How do you pronounce it?
Depends where you're from, Jerome. I suppose in Cork it'd be Leahy, and Tiff it'd be Lahey. So
we'll go Leahy. We'll go Leahy.
Yeah.
Some Dungurney in Cork. I don't actually know. I meant to look up where that is. Actually, where is Dungurney?
Down in the west, I think, as far as I know.
Down in the west. Okay, let's look at the DCU team. You might know quite as much about them. You would, yeah. Well, okay. Well, I'll go through them first. I mean, you have Donagh Murphy. I mean, there's three Murphys in the forwards, but Donagh, for me, he lit up the league final. He was one of the real strong points for DCU. He was very good. There's also Luke Murphy. There's Darragh Murphy in the other corner, Wexford man. Donagh Murphy, but watch out for him.
Darragh Murphy's obviously the son of Larry Murphy, won Ireland '96 at Wexford. So Larry might be in the crowd here, but he's lucky we've won a few in recent years, or he might have got in the gate here today. But Colin Spain, obviously the full forward as well, from the same club as Screeney, big man. Ted Dunn, Bill Hughes, both on the Offaly seniors. Look, they have a serious outfit. Kevin Hogan in goals, playing Fogs. His brother Eddie would have been the Fitzgibbon goalie in UCD for the last few years. So look, this is a serious DCU outfit as well. If they've vanished door up as Dermot Morgan, he'll probably laugh at that. It's Dermot Moran. But Dermo from the Fina as well, from the same club as young Cochran there in midfield. I would have coached with him last year for Dublin Minors, serious guy as well. So we're ready for throw in here now, Jerome, expecting a cracker.
Absolutely.
UL are playing with a into the slight breeze, DCU playing with the slight breeze here from left to right.
I don't think it counts now. The rain has kind of just stopped at the right moment here. And, you know, we've been here a few times and the pitch has played so well that there's been an exhibition of scoring in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And, you know, the last couple of times as well. And then the league final, UL scored 1-3 to no score in the first 10 minutes. Let's see if they can do that again today. It's UL in the white, going from right to left, looking for the first score of the game through Killian Doyle. And the Kilkenny man puts it wide. Yeah,
he'll be disappointed with that. Tricky enough shot off his right hand side off the hurl, but a man of his calibre would have expected to stick that over. But be interesting to see what Kevin Hogan does with the first puck out here.
He's wearing white,
apart
by
from
the way.
They'll have to wearing the white jersey, Jerome.
They'll have to get that jersey changed, I think. But that's dropped all the way through for
all the way to Kiermach Smith, or throwback, and straight away he launches down the line. So the boys are right about what they said about him.
So UL in the white against the Navy. The boys from DCU, they've come down from Dublin here. So UL have home territory here in the Castle Troy area, and they lost the final last year, but it is their 7th final in a row, which is quite incredible. Now there you see maybe the conditions coming into play already. Didn't quite connect from the sideline as well probably as they would have in previous years, and DCU have gobbled that up, and now they go direct route, and that's probably a good idea in these conditions. Adrian was talking about the short puckouts, but from the frees, just put it up there and let them mess around in there. But Tony Brennan, you mentioned the Ballygunner man who is a gunner, and he immediately gets in there, and it's going to be a free out for them. But already Adrian a wee bit scrappy, as you'd expect.
Yeah, look, I'm sure this is a huge game. A fresher air Ireland title is it's a massive medal to have. I'm sure lads are nervy. Big crowd over on the far side as well. Sure, a few of them fueled up. It's Rag Week in UL, so it could get boisterous here before it's finished. But yeah, look, nervy start. But look, a lot of these boys are playing big games, but it's a bit different when you're playing with your college mates in front of a big crowd, and it tends to mean that a little bit more, you know.
And you see there, I mean, Senan Butler went for that one, and the ball just evaded his hurl. And you know, on any other day, and a nice day, that would have been straight on the hurl and probably over the bar. But at the other end now, this is DCU with Ted Dunn, Kilkenny man, and he's got a little bit of room here, and actually he's put in a little burst of speed there to get away and go a little bit closer towards goal. Well marshalled though by Langan, Darragh Langan from Monaleen, the same club as the goalkeeper, but they have turned that over. So, you know, in previous games here, we've seen an exhibition of scores in the first few minutes. We haven't seen any yet, and as I say, the conditions probably having an effect there. But could there be one now? That is at Adam Screeney over there, and off he goes in a green helmet. There was a tug on the jersey there, and the referee, I don't think he saw that, or maybe he gave advantage, but he is.
Tyler be tough, I'd say. He just didn't give it.
Yeah, he's quite short in stature, but he's speedy and he's direct. But defences, we're going to throw another cliche at you here. Defences on top early on, but just a bit harder for the forwards just to get the ball and show their skills. Maybe at the other end, DCU will prove me wrong there, because this is Luke Murphy, one of the 3 Murphys, and a nice little bit of skill by him, and he leaves it off, and now it's Ted Dunn, the Kilkenny man, and this should go over, and it's going to fade in beautifully.
Nice interplay there from DCU.
Absolutely, lovely score from Ted, and we do have a score, but it was well made. It was put on a plate for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Keane Bourne gone inside for DCU. Looks like they're playing 1 and sometimes 2 inside, and so they're lining out as numbered but not as selected. We'll keep people posted. Ooh.
That one was right down in front of us.
Loose enough on Riley there. Yeah, he's tough out. He'll take that. He'll be all right. He'll move on.
Yeah, Westmeath man out there. There's a real spread of counties. I mean, UL, they've got 4 from Tip, 2 Limerick, 2 Cork, 2 Kilkenny, 2 Galway, 1 from Waterford, 1 from Offaly, and 1 from Westmeath. They're starting 15, but they were the same last year. They always have a really good spread.
Yeah. Riley's one of the up and coming guys. There's four of the Westmeath seniors playing under 20 as well. He's one of them. Self David Williams, Peter Clark plays DCU, Fitzgibbon, and Conor Gaffney. They're all the up and coming boys in Westmeath at the moment.
This is Leahy, 14 points in the league final between these
strike.
2 teams,
Red
and
strike.
I think there was 11
Wide.
of them from frees. That is a surprise. Will we blame the conditions again there?
No, I don't think so. I think he'd be disappointed in that. A guy of his stature would have expected to put it over. He connected with it well. It was a very good strike, but just drifted away from him. I wonder how long Kev will be allowed to wear the
I was just thinking that. Yeah, they haven't noticed yet. Or maybe they've told someone to go and get him a bib, but yeah, nobody's noticed. But you'd imagine the umpires would be telling the officials, and that will probably happen soon enough. But in the meantime, UL going looking for their first score of the game, and they haven't got one yet. And that's nicely worked. Good work again. And is it going over this time? Just to the left, and it was Conor Martin after good work by Jack O'Callaghan. That one made in Tipperary. Kappa Whiteman, Conor Martin, and Jack O'Callaghan from Port
Kappa White from the north to the west.
Yeah, from the north to the west, but wide. So DCU have made a better start than they did in the league final. 1-3 to no score down, and that was in DCU, by the way. So they'll be delighted with this start that they have made. And this is Boren, who you said was inside, and he has gone inside. He calls for his free, and he gets his free.
Yeah, and it's Colin Spain that looks like he's been given the free role for DCU here. He played that ball in. Keane is a good young lad from Naas. Naas producing a lot of hurlers. His brother Reen is on the Kildare senior team as well.
Yeah, so he's gone inside, and I'm not sure if he played inside in the league final or not, but that tactic seems to be working for them. And just leaving the 2 inside, and this shouldn't be a bother, but we thought that a minute ago at the other end.
Yeah.
Is it over? Darren Murphy?
Darren Murphy, yeah.
No problem. So we are on the YouTube there. The live chat is there if anybody wants to leave us a message. There's a huge crowd already watching, nearly 1,000 devices already, and that's massive, but it shows you the interest in this level of hurling. And as I keep saying, this is the cream. This is a
lot of serious boys operating here, and
absolutely,
spread of clubs, spread of counties. There'll be a lot of interest in their own localities, see how their young lads are doing and stuff as well.
Well, I was talking about boys who, you know, in years to come, you'll look back and see what they've achieved. A lot of these lads already have achieved a lot.
Absolutely,
they're already breaking through, but it's still fantastic at this level to be able to platform them here. Lovely skill indeed. And he's coming inside. And is that Dara Murphy again going to the assistance? The problem is for forward here, when you drop it or don't do it cleanly, there's about 6 defenders will jump on you. Yeah. And the rain is starting to come down again quite heavily, so it's trickier and trickier for the forwards. And I did say it's going to be a leveler. DCU were well beaten in the league final, Adrian, and so far they're 2 points up. So I'd say they're going, bring this on. We're loving these conditions, and we'll have a go at these boys on their home pitch. And the other factor, again. Well, I'll come to the other factor because Boren has it. He's inside and he's in, and goal.
Oh, great save.
Oh, does he know where it is though? And he's managed to sweep
Not
it out
sure
there.
How much he knew about it now, to be honest, Jerome, but he stood up big and tall. He was brave, but Keane Bourne will be disappointed that he didn't stick that away.
Yeah, he really should have finished that, shouldn't he? Have gone low there and put that away, but they might get a score at the other end now. This is Conor Martin, or no, actually it was Jerome Smith who put it up there towards Screeney. And again, he's surrounded, and it's very, very difficult to get any clean possession, but beautifully taken by Killian Doyle, and he switches the plate. And over on that far side, this is David O'Reilly from Castletown Gagan. I'm going to have to put up my hood again here because the rain is starting to come out heavier.
Riley rarely misses off the left. He loves that left side.
And that is UL's first score of the game, and it has taken 7 minutes, but that one worth waiting for. Here's the chance at the other end again, Adrian, look.
Yeah, I'm not sure the keeper knew too much about it.
No, it hit him on the leg there, but he should definitely.
But look, he did it. Look, all he asked for the keeper is to stand up big and tall there, and he was brave. He didn't go down too early.
But it was
and he made it very difficult.
huge chance for DCU. That, you know, considering where they are and getting beaten in the league final so well, that was a huge chance.
It looks like UL had withdrawn Sin and Butler a little bit there. He seems to have been given the freedom, leaving Riley on his own 1-on-1 on top of the D and 2 inside, leaving Screeney and Leahy inside. So it'll be interesting to see how that develops.
The other factor I was going to mention there a minute ago, Adrian, is that the better surface is down to the right where DCU are attacking, and that might have something to do with the way they've been playing so far.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Doesn't explain the poor effort at goal there, though. I mean, he maybe didn't just connect, but he really should have been putting that low, shouldn't he? And that should have been in the net.
Oh, touch from Screeney.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
Beautiful from Adam Screeney, the Offaly man, and he is through. He might get a goal at the other end. Oh, and it's put away.
Well, the keeper put your house in him, Jerome.
The keeper came out so far there, didn't he? He was nearly right on him. I mean, he made
magic touch in those conditions. You can see it here again. Absolutely.
Look how far he was out. He made himself really big there, didn't he? So that's a goal we should have had at either end, but haven't.
Yeah, he'd have backed himself. He'd have backed the two boys to stick those away again. Look, I think it might be hard to see it on the camera here, or maybe not. The conditions are getting worse by the minute here. This could turn into a real dogfight here, Jerome.
And that's the way it's going already. I mean, we've seen already a couple of blocks in the last couple of minutes, and defenders are just having that extra second maybe to close down, and the forwards aren't catching the ball or getting it up on their stick as cleanly as normal. This is Keady. The Galway man, and he gives it in to
goal
Martin.
On here again.
There is a goal on. They should have won him. And again, you know, that's the conditions. It's so tough for the forwards.
Very, very tough.
But he's not giving up. Oh, a tough challenge coming in. Was that your friend? Or was that, no, that was the other number 6. That was Bill Hughes.
Bill Hughes.
Kenny man there. Uncompromising is the word we use for that.
UL probably missed the goal chance there, looking back on it. They had the overlap, just again the conditions. But Jack Lee, he stuck that over. That's bread and butter to him. He'll hit those all day.
And we're level. It's
interesting to see how tightly DCU are marking Adam Screeney anytime the ball goes in there. They really have identified him as the man.
Now, Adrian, you see what just happened there. You talked about the short puckouts, but look how much trouble they get into.
Yeah, look, Kev is a brave guy. He's a good hurler, and look, he won't be afraid to hit the short ones in those conditions. But it's just a case of whether it's the right strategy in these conditions or not, you know.
Well, they got the free outs, but they were under a lot of pressure, and you see the towels are out already. In fact, there's 2 towels. Is that a big roll of... no, it is.
No, it's a towel, yeah.
That looked like a big roll. They'd gone to the bathroom and got out, but no, it's a towel. And it's DCU.
Tough conditions.
That's for sure.
Good strike.
Well, the towel did the job there. The towel worked. Oh, beautifully taken. Easy enough. I'm not under too much pressure, but the delivery, that's actually a better catch under the conditions, and because there was someone on him, and that was Ben Whitty from Danesfort and Kilkenny. This is Dara Langan. Now they're looking for Whitty. And Whitty, no, that's not Whitty, that's Cian Boran again, as we were talking about, who's been inside. Keeper comes out, gets away with it, and gets it to Gerard O'Dwyer. I didn't know he was a brother of Arlo O'Dwyer.
Yeah, he was one of the main men on the Cashel school team, won the Harty Cup last year. Series operator, big guy. He has fair boots to fill here now after Orla. Orla played O'Connor and Ashburn for UL and won medals in both. So he needs a big career to match the sister.
Serious. Well, she's way ahead. Well. She's in Australia now.
He started off well here tonight now.
Absolutely, yeah. No, serious player, and Tipperary really miss her. Now way over on that far side, got a bit scrappy over there, but you know what, it's good from a neutral point of view. It's a good level game after 11 minutes, and I did say the conditions would level things up a bit, but DCU I think will be relatively happy, even though the last 2 scores have gone to UL.
They will. Both teams have settled into the game. They're both been very brave as well. They're trying to put the ball out through the hands. It's not easy in those conditions. It'll be interesting to see if that tactic adjusts or changes as we move along, but we can't say enough how tricky the conditions are for hurling here tonight. It's probably not as obvious on the camera, but it really is just slippy and wet, and you can see the ball sliding off the hurley and stuff, and it's just tough going.
Well, we'll
you go route one here on the puck out.
If you see it look there, it comes off his helmet actually. He might claim it as a nice pass off the helmet. Tough challenge coming in from Ben Gawker on the dub there. Referee says go on, go at it lads. He's letting them go at it. Exactly, yeah. Now that's probably going to go over the line here, is it? No, they've managed to keep it in so far. And coming out from all that, that's Ben Whitty, the number 12, who got out from there. That is O'Dwyer. He is a unit, isn't he? And now the ball in there, looking for Screeney, who's dropped in behind. Leahy is there.
That's brave from Connor.
Yeah.
Playing Screeney from the front is the only way to do it.
Is it really? Do you think so, yeah?
Yeah, look, if he gets the ball in hand, apart from the last chance he got there, which he missed, but 9 times out of 10 you're done if you let him have the ball in the hand. I think you have to be brave and play him in the front. And Conor Cleary is a sticky cornerback from Commercial, so they've produced a fair few sticky cornerbacks over the years, them boys.
And I don't see any sweepers in there.
No, both teams are playing 15 on 15. Look, they're withdrawing a forward at times, alright to leave 2 inside, but both teams seem to be going for it here, Jerome.
Murris O'Daly from Monaleen and
nice.
Limerick, the goalkeeper, and that's broken in behind.
Brilliant.
And it's Screeney, and he's
Shannon
left
Butler.
it off here for Shannon Butler on one hand.
Wide! Oh my God,
he
that's a
has. It
sitter.
looked like it was in.
I was just about to say,
did he
Jerome,
go one-handed there?
I was just about to say
Look
that.
at it again.
As predicted in the pre-match talk, Shannon Butler with the goal. Jeez, he's after missing a sitter there for UL. He'll be disgusted with that.
We should have had 4 goals or 3 goals.
We should definitely have had 3. And Shannon Butler is lethal in front of goal. Again, look, we'll see it back in a second. He went one-handed in these conditions.
He did. Well, maybe the other hand was busy, shall we say, but he didn't get it
We'll have to
away.
have a closer look at it, but he will be disgusted with that, no question. And here we have
goal
a goal
at the other
chance
end.
down the other
Here's
side as well.
DCU, and it's very
overplayed
intricate.
it.
Oh, he just overhit it, didn't he? I think he was looking for Luke Murphy, and he just put it over him. Still should get a point out of it,
Great
and
score.
they do. That is Donagh Murphy, and this.
And
I'm
again,
really enjoying this.
Keane Bourne is having a fantastic game for DCU inside here. Like, all you want in these conditions is for someone to hold up the ball when it goes into him, and he's doing that all the time. He's been absolutely outstanding here first quarter now.
Now in the middle of the field, the big fella is Killian Doyle, number 9 from Emeralds and Kilkenny.
Yeah, already on the Kilkenny senior panel. Serious operator.
That's Donagh Murphy, number 10, getting it back to the big fella at the back, Bill Hughes, another Kilkenny man. And you see there the conditions once again, and he's turned over there. He just lost his footing, which is completely understandable. They're looking for Screeney, are they? No, didn't quite reach him. I thought it was going to go through
Riley
them,
off
but
the left again.
What a side of an attack when you have those 2 lads there, and now you have Connor Martin trying to come through the middle. But
well defended from DCU, in fairness.
Dara Farrell,
really good.
Wexford man. He's got a bit of a run through the middle, and he's going to look for Ted Dunn again. He got the first score of the game, but he can't get that far. Good tackling, but now they burst through. Oh,
magic.
Beautiful.
Magic.
Ben Goffin.
Finish it.
Come on, please finish it.
Oh, that's outstanding. That is as good as you'll see anywhere, Jerome. That is absolutely magic.
Bring on the Dubs. What a score for DCU there, and it puts them back in front. Lovely, lovely skill. And as a coach, you love to see that.
And you couldn't coach that, like. You
No,
love to see it, but you couldn't coach it.
I'm just saying, you love to see it.
You love to see it.
Imagine you doing
These
a whole...
conditions like this in our Ireland final.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine doing a drill though, and
off.
trying to get everyone to do that. I mean, you know.
The carnage.
Yeah, that was a great score from Ben. That's lit up this night, so it makes a mockery of the conditions. I mean, we keep talking about them, and that rain did get heavier, and it is at his back, but at the same time, you know, with the slippy slither there. Screeney
again,
easily identifiable with the green helmet and just his lower centre of gravity there, and just the way he moves. But
you are looking for a free there. Tyler doesn't seem to be in any form to give it.
No, let it go. I mean, I like the way the referee's playing this. You know, he's not
tough
stopping it up for everything.
Down in West Waterford, he's not going to be blown for those kind of things.
Yeah, but there's no point either. You know, breaking the whole game up, and let them go. You know, I mean, they've got to get stuck in. This is
looks like DCU have fully withdrawn Colin Spain now. Well, they're playing 2 and 1 and kind of on the 45, but they've got plenty of bodies back here. But should be an easy chance here for UL for Leahy.
That was really easy, right through the middle, off the post. So unlucky. I looked at that there. There's no bounce at all on the ball. No. That's when you consider the free they missed 2. That's at least 2 they've left behind already. Maybe 3.
They've probably left 2-2 behind them here early doors. And look again, conditions are poor, but
points wise, but
a guy of that calibre, look, he'll be disappointed himself again with that. Oh.
There's a big crowd here at this game, as you'd expect. I mean, this is
it's
real hurling
here
country
now as well. So I'd say it could get boisterous, as we said, as the week goes on, as the game goes on.
That's the biggest cheer we got so far.
Not really 100% sure what that was for there, no, Jerome. We might have to see that back on the screen again, but we just praised him for letting things go, and he seems to have given a soft enough one there. But
no, we tried there. We just couldn't go back far enough.
Look, there's no way we're going to start slating the referee in conditions like this. If he's been doing 5 and it's tough. Yeah.
So look at that. We've already 16, nearly 17 minutes gone, and it's absolutely flown by.
Yeah, no, it's been very enjoyable. A cracking game. In fairness, it's a credit to both teams in these conditions. It's been very, very enjoyable so far.
Yeah, Ben's point to highlight. Just watch it again there. Now, is he going to put that over him here inside his own half?
If you ask me to call it, Jerome, I'd say he will, yeah.
Yeah. Dara Murphy, I'd say he would. Steps inside, puts it very high, but way to the left.
Distance not a problem for him. Distance not a problem for him even in the conditions.
Yeah.
It was a good clean strike of the ball as well in the conditions, but radar left him down a little bit.
Now, goalkeeper for Euro Morris.
Morris, yeah, his brother cut loose for Limerick in Croke Park there on Saturday evening, so he's the next one coming through. They're only from Monleen up the road here.
Yeah, same club as Langan at number 7.
Yeah, we're in the parish of Monleen here now as we're standing. So.
Oh, okay. So they haven't had to come far.
A few of his clubmates floating around, I presume.
And that's the beauty of it, isn't it? These are the next lads coming along in the production line. This is where you're going to see them, and these are the lads you're going to see stepping up.
Yeah, Dolly coming out to hit this now, so he obviously
he's
been told to go away from it.
He's told to stay back.
Jack Leahy's gone out to hit it.
And you see, you're even doing the different pronunciations of them, you know. So how am
I
from the north going to figure out which county we're in and which different pronunciation? I'm going with Leahy. I started with Leahy, but I'm going with Leahy now.
Definitely Leahy. They're only Leahys in Tiff in Kilkenny.
And he's got the towel out there as well. Yeah. Surely he's not going to put that over from there. And I said that a minute ago, but this is even further back, and it's into the wind and the rain.
Yeah, it's tough conditions. Look, he'll have the distance.
He's come all the way back for it.
He'll have the distance. It's a matter of whether he can control the ball in those conditions. I think so.
Right, Jack Leahy from well inside his own half. Central position.
Connected
oh
well
my
with,
goodness.
That's a great strike. Fantastic strike. As the rain gets heavier.
That's ridiculous.
Absolutely superb. That makes up for the last one. Look, if you have a guy in your team who can do that in those conditions, that could turn out to be really valuable before this game's over.
He scored 14 points, as I say, in the league final between these two, and I apologise for doubting him in any way. I'll never do it again. But that rain, as you might see in the shots there, is coming from left to right now. So it was in his face, and it's getting heavier right through the middle. This is Connor Martin, and he went for his own score, but not as powerful.
Bread and butter for Kev, be all right.
Yeah, drop that short. This is Bill Hughes. Just leaves it off. As DCU try to build an attack of their own at 3 points to 4. They still have that 1 point lead despite that free a minute ago. And much better performance by them tonight than in the league final, which was played at their own venue. They'll be very pleased with this. Leading by 4-3, and the referee again just letting everything go, Thomas Walsh, and it's great to see. I can't see, by the way.
No,
I'm looking at my monitor now, and there's a big pole in the way as well. But
through the DCU
I think they're still messing around down there, but they're having fun.
Dwyer's out through the lines, and here we go.
Now, there's lots of grass in front of him, and he takes that advantage, and away he goes, Keady. But he doesn't connect again.
No.
So, different thing from play.
Yeah, looks like a real powerhouse of a midfielder. Drove down the middle well there, but again, that, like, we talk about scoring zones in coaching, like our scoring zones probably that bit closer to goals tonight. Like, the conditions are just getting worse and worse, Jerome.
Yeah, it's a lot tougher for you.
Yeah, you're talking from play maybe 50-55 yards tops as a lad tries to hit it from 90, but
exactly, yeah. Maybe a little bit different at the other end, but DCU haven't had that many clear-cut chances at their end.
No.
Free out.
Yeah, Connor Martin's getting on a lot of ball dropping into that pocket. So it's something DCU will have to be very wary of.
Ooh. Oh, that was a crude one. Now the referee has let things go. He's not letting that one go.
No, I was just about to
watch
praise,
it again here. Adrian, watch it again.
I was just about to praise Conor Cleary and say he'd been doing a fantastic job on screen, but that's industrial enough now from the commercials lad. Yeah. You're above the Aviva. Look at that.
Yeah, he's maybe claiming, ref, I slipped. Don't think so. This could level it. Well,
cornerbacks will always blame the conditions, Jerome.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. You've mentioned that a couple of times. Were you a cornerback? Are you a cornerback?
I don't think I was anything. It's fair coaching.
It's like journalists, you know, they're field sports people, really, you know. That's the way to go. That's why we end up here talking about it instead of playing it.
Tight angle here for Jack.
Very much so.
Tight angle, tough conditions. Dry day, he'd do stick this over his eyes closed, but.
So 4-3, low scoring, but it's been high intensity and lots of action and really good fare, but just not on the scoreboard. And has he
connected well with it, but
no, he's put it to the left. Yeah, they've left. Look,
maybe that might look like a bad miss at home, but I genuinely don't think the camera is actually giving a fair representation of just how heavy the rain is here. It is milling down here now. This is tough conditions.
You can see it when you look up at the floodlights and that sort of bit below them. That's a long-range effort. That's going to
great score.
For goodness sake. Well, they've hardly had a chance in the last 5 or 6 minutes. I was saying they hadn't had many clear-cut chances, but
no, Colin Spain.
the distance on
That
that
is
one.
a
That's what I'm
cracker.
saying. It's a wee bit easier, maybe
Well,
going
he's just
from
blowing
left
my
to right.
theory out of the water there, isn't he? Talking about a 55-yard
Yeah, but it's
scoring
different
zone.
at that end. I think. The pitch is a bit better, and then the rain is behind you, and the wind is behind you. It's a little bit better for DCU in the first
That's
half,
a great score.
but marginal. This is Farrell, Dara Farrell. They've put it in there nice and quickly, but look how the slippy slither just went off the boss of the hurler at the top of the.
Yeah, Murphy's been
halfway
showing
up the
well in
hurl.
front, in fairness, the Wexford man. Good
Well
block,
blocked
great
down.
block.
That's brilliant by
Lang.
Dwyer. Was it Dwyer? I thought it was
Langan,
Langan, was
wasn't
it? I thought it was
Number
3.
7.
I thought I saw 3. Maybe the 2 of them are
You are
they're
working
hunting in
hard.
packs. There's 3 of them
Yeah.
going again, trying to stop Dara Farrell, who started this, and he might finish it. I think it
Just
might go
slid
to the
off,
right.
slid away to the,
Oh, he's giving it. It's over the bar. Yep, nice score. Let's have another look at it there, Adrian.
I did think it had drifted to the right. Jerome,
thought
will we
so
see it on
too,
the
yeah.
monitor here? Ooh,
And
yeah,
it's
no.
always the umpire under the exact post, and I'm thinking that's
Yeah.
almost impossible to see from there.
No, he's
But they're
looking
always
up,
quick to
looking
give
up
it.
into the rain, into the lights, but look, we'll have to give him the benefit of the doubt there.
Oh, absolutely. What it means is that
The
DCU
small
now
puck could
lead
be
by
classified
3.
as a bit of a purple patch for DCU, or as much of a purple patch as you can get in these conditions. They've tacked on the last couple of scores now, and they're starting to win a bit of dirty ball around the middle. That should be a free for you out here.
Well, that's 6-3 now. You know,
Yeah.
that is double scores. DCU would be very, very pleased with that. And those 2 scores in a row after I was saying that they haven't had many chances, it puts them in the lead by 3, which is nothing in hurling. But in
No,
these conditions,
it
it's
could
a lot.
be a lot. Yeah, look, UL now will need Anthony Keady to win a few more of those balls. Winning the dirty ball in a night like tonight. No, they haven't brought Leahy out to hit this one. And the last one he hit was only about 4 or 5 yards in front of it. So O'Dowd obviously fancies his chances here as well.
I think I'd have gone with Leahy after he put that one over all the same. I mean, he cleared the bar by some distance the
It's a
last time.
dangerous,
That's going to
dangerous
drop
ball
short.
for a defender now on a night like tonight.
Scrappy. It's a defender's night, definitely, isn't it?
Ah,
You know,
fact.
where is that ball? Like, it's like a rugby scrum in the Aviva, isn't it? Where is the ball? They're all going for it. The referee letting them at it. And why not? And eventually it emerges, and still no clean possession. But now it is David
Brilliant.
O'Reilly, the Westmeath man.
Ah, that's excellent.
How did he get a
That's
score out
excellent.
of that?
Brilliant play from Riley there to give it out to Martin. Look like we're probably sick of saying it now, but winning those dirty balls and doing the right thing with them is going to make a huge difference tonight. That's excellent from Riley, and a really tidy finish from Conor Martin.
Martin, indeed, from Tipperary.
Kappa White out the road here.
David O'Reilly from Castletown Gagan to give the clubs a mention.
Not out the road.
6
Conor Martin obviously was on that Tipperary team that pipped Offaly at the end here. That Screeney was the main man for in 2022 as well. He's stepped up tonight on a few occasions for UL already.
Don't think Screeney's enjoying these conditions tonight as much.
No, look, he tries on top of the ground. You know, I seen him in the under-20 championship last summer. Like Cork could hardly handle him at all the first half there. The ball was flying in the first half in Thurles last year. And look, you've seen enough of him in Offaly championship and coming up as a minor and stuff like that. Like, he's absolutely lethal. But these conditions are very much in favour of the cornerback.
But he's the sort of guy who could pop up easily.
Look, he only needs a half chance to run. Well, he got a full chance earlier, but DCU stealing a few yards here behind Tyler's back.
The referee is a long way away from it.
Anthony Keady is taking matters into his own hands here.
The referee's in no hurry. He's blowing his whistle a lot, but he's just walking along as if to say, I'm not going to fuss
Dave
too much
Clossy's asking
about
for a
this.
throw in here, but when your own player kicks away and opposing free, I don't think you can ask for a throw in, really, to be fair.
Nice try. So we're in the last 5 minutes, last 4 minutes now.
Yeah, it has absolutely flown by, in fairness. It's been a really enjoyable game.
Yeah, the referee didn't get that far. They sorted it out themselves in the end.
Yeah.
So it's a DCU free, fair distance out, 6 points to 4 up. Strikes it well.
Decent strike, yeah.
It's all about has
And
he
he's
got the
landed it.
accuracy.
He has landed it. It's a great
Yes,
strike.
just inside the post.
Great strike.
And
Father,
that's a
Larry will be happy with that one.
3-point lead again.
Look, you have to say, on the balance of play, DCU have probably been good value for it. They've just about edged the proceedings. Obviously, UL had 2 goal chances to DCU's 1 that they'll be disappointed with, but that's a really good puck out.
So UL on the run, and that's a free in. And dare I say, this should be over the bar by Leahy, and tough tackling again, and he went to ground. What do you think, Adrian?
Yeah, look, no question.
There it is
it's a free. No questions are free. Good Pearson run
Yeah.
through the middle. This is a bit of a character tester here now for Jack, because he's missed a couple.
No, come on. He's not going to miss them there. He got one from about a mile back.
Look, again, on a normal day, you'd say, look, he'll put these over his eyes closed, but like, these are the kind of things that get inside your head. It's like golf, Jerome. You miss a couple of sharp putts and then they start to look further and further away from the goals. Look, the conditions are atrocious. Lads trying to wipe down his hurley here.
Well, he's not just wiping down the hurley, he's wiping down the slither as well.
Could be a good old-fashioned slither swap going on here as well, Jerome. We'll have to keep an eye on it.
What is that now? Explain that to non-hurling people.
You slip the old dry ball into the towel, Jerome, and swap it inside.
They wouldn't
you
do
want
that,
to
would they?
be around years for that now. They wouldn't put it past Mark Keane here now, I'd say. He'd be up to those tricks. Jody Hannon on the sideline.
Just checking on the YouTube there for the comments on the live chat. Keep those coming. We're now up to an audience of 1,400 devices, which is huge, but again shows the interest in this game around the country. Maybe not too much else on tonight.
That's a good strike.
Oh, it's off the post
jeez.
again. How many times would you hit that same post twice in the first half of a hurling match?
Very, very unlucky from Jack. He connected with the ball well, but
as you say, it's be in your head now.
it'll be in his head now. And look, if you're the UL management now at half time, are you thinking of switching free takers, you know?
No, but he just needs to calm down a wee bit and relax and say, don't worry about it, that's a freak thing to happen, isn't it?
Oh, it's a free.
Definite pull on the jersey.
But
we saw it, but I don't think the referee saw it from where he was. But or he probably thought, just get on with it, don't worry about it. And emerging from it is Ted Dunn, the Kilkenny man, and off he goes down the right wing there. And they're trying to catch him. That's brilliant work by Dunn. Look, there's 4 in there, 5 white jerseys after him, but still the effort comes in.
Oh, that's
and if
outrageous.
that goes over,
that is outrageous. Absolutely superb. Great run from Dunn down the line. And geez, Murphy has really stepped up for DCU here in the last 10 minutes. That is as good a strike as you see anywhere.
In the conditions.
The Wexford man is running the show here up front for DCU at the moment.
Well, I thought Ben's was good, but that rivals it for the point of the first half, doesn't it?
Yeah, DCU well on top. They won't be happy to see half time.
Yeah, they're 4 points up and 1 minute extra is going to be played. Thank you for informing us about that 1 extra minute. So we have basically 2 minutes to go. And yeah, I mean, DCU have come down here into UL's backyard and they've kept them to 4 points in the first half. I mean, they couldn't have hoped for that in their wildest dreams.
No, after the score UL put up in the semi-final as well. And look at the forward line. They have 2 hurlers, 2 minor hurlers of the year. You know, it's just a full inter-county forward line. But look again. DCU have managed conditions that bit better. Murphy out again.
UL scored 120
be,
in the league final. 120 they put up against them, and only 4 points so far. Now, yes, it can change in the second half, and yes, the conditions are difficult, but still, DCU will be thrilled.
Another good strike, but he's just pushed it to the left. But Murphy's striking the ball incredibly well in tough conditions, from play and from frees.
But they've been more economical as well, haven't they, up there? They haven't had as much of the ball up at that end.
It's a big minute or two for UL now. Can they pull it back to 2 or 3 points before half time?
It's the short answer. We're in the last minute now. So I can't see that happening. They're definitely not going to go in level. They'll be lucky to get a point here the way things are going, because this scrum could last a while and this referee lets them go for it in there until somebody manages to emerge from it, and it is a UL man, and I think is it Doyle, is it? It's Killian Doyle in the yellow helmet, the number 9, and that's Ben Whitty 12, but have they got it? Oh, this is good out to David O'Reilly. He pops up on the right, he pops up on the left to Westmeath, man, he's got men all around him, he's going to have to leave it off, and he does. Connor Martin trying to get possession, but it's broken down again, and I have to say these conditions have been played brilliantly by DCU all over the field for the entire first half.
Great turnover. There's a goal on here if they switch it, but they haven't.
Nope.
Well defended.
Turnover. And that's good from Dara Farrell. Maybe one chance at the other end. I make it about 5 seconds of normal time. The referee, and he's not even going to play the 5 seconds. That was about 1.5. And it's ended in DCU leading at half time. Double scores, 8 points to 4. And to me, that's a bit of a surprise. UL beaten in the final last year of this, and well beaten in the final last year. They've come back this year smarting from that. It's their 7th final in a row. What a record they have in this competition. But DCU also have a very proud record in this competition. I think they won 3 in a row around 2017, 18, 19, around there as well. So it's these 2 colleges all the time, and this is a big night for DCU because UL have had it over them in the last 3 or 4 years since COVID.
Absolutely. Look, both colleges take their hurling really seriously, you know. If you look at DCU, their J officer Paul O'Brien was the manager of the Dublin under-20 team that won the Leinster Championship there a couple of years ago. Owen Roach there is involved with their Fitzgibbon Cup team as well. Has been involved with teams from all levels through Dublin, and was coaching the Fina this year, winning the senior hurling. Even Dermot there, the fresher manager, has been the goalie coach for the Dublin Minor Hurlers for the last few years, and a Fina man as well. He stepped up, took over the manager this year. They've serious lads involved, and UL are the same. You know, like if you look at Fitzgibbon, Brian Ryan, Anthony Nash, Jared Downs, all these guys, savage hurling guys involved in the freshest team there, like Mark Keane, who was obviously a prodigious forward as an underage player, and a good coach coming up through the system in Limerick. Jody Hannon, Declan's brother, really top class coach. So most of the UL management team are involved in the Limerick under-16s. So that's the calibre of people that are involved in hurling in both colleges, and Jason obviously is so passionate about it as well. Jason Coffey, the games development officer. So look, it's no surprise really that both colleges are so successful at freshers, because they really put a huge effort into it. And at the moment, it looks like it's DCU that you'd be favouring to add another notch to the.
No, I don't know.
To the trophy.
Don't know.
If it was in Wimbledon now, they'd be cutting to the lad inside in the clubhouse. You'd have the D and the C, I'd say, already on the trophy. But
nah, calm down, Adrian, calm down.
I know, look,
You're in UL territory here as well.
I know, look, I'm trying to not give up the UL voice. Though I was here for 8 years as a student and a coach. So, but look, I think like in any other day, Sin and Butler, like we spoke before the game, when Tip needed him in that minor campaign, he stepped up with goals at crucial times. You'd have put your house in him after rounding the keeper to finish that. And once Screeney, beautiful touch, went through 1-on-1 again, you're thinking, geez, yeah, he puts those away for Kilcormac, for Offaly every day of the week. And they haven't. So look, I think if we're trying to see what's happening in the UL dressing room here, they're probably talking just to keep hurling, and that they are creating the chances. I'd be a little bit worried that they started to lose a bit of the dirty ball around kind of the middle third here in the last 10 minutes maybe. But I don't think they'll be panicking.
No, absolutely not.
They have a strong bench as well, you know, UL have a very strong bench.
All right.
So
we'll look at that when we come back. We're going to take a wee bit of a break here, because we're soaking as well, and we're out in the rain here as well. So we'll dry off, and we'll be back for the start of the second half in about 5 or 6 minutes.
Welcome back to UL. Big second half needed here from the home side. 8-4 down, but it's DCU on the attack here, right from the first whistle. It's UL coming out of defence here now, transitioning the ball well. They're looking to hit Butler. Butler and Leahy here quickly. Butler on the ball. Screeney inside in his own. Back to Riley. Riley going to the left. Good recycle. And that's the start UL we're looking for here. Keady, that's great interplay from the UL forwards. That's a team score here from UL. And that's exactly the start the home team we're looking for. Really good play from Sinan Butler, Jack Leahy, David O'Reilly. And finished well by the Oranmore Marie man. It's Colin Spain on the ball here, the Kilcormac man. Looks like a good tackle. UL have definitely come out fired up here for this second half. Their line and their players are absolutely up for it here.
You started without me.
That's really good from Conor Martin. Jerome is back from his coffee break. He came back empty-handed.
It was drying out.
Empty-handed after downing a latte here inside in the dry. He left me high and dry here.
You started without me, I can't believe it.
Well, the rest Tyler started without you, not me.
That's hurlers, you know. They come straight out, bang, gone. Oh dear. UL be very happy with their start here to the second half. They've come out full of energy, full of fire, and they have switched their free taker. So at least they got something right today, Jerome. Screeney's come out to take it, yeah.
Keady's looking for a short here as well, and they haven't marked him, but
you were right.
Be interesting to see if Screeney has the distance here now. He'd say the only man with a shorter hurl than Aaron Gillan, I'd say here, by the looks of it. I don't know, is it even in the 30s?
Right on halfway.
Shooting with a lob wedge here. It's dropping short. Tricky one for Kevin, and it's over the bar. UL be delighted with that start here inside the first 2 minutes of the second half.
I guess that's ruthless decision making on the free taking, but you've got to.
You have to do it. Look, I mean, Jack will go out the weekend now for Cork 20s and hit a pile of frees again. It's not going to affect him. But there's not Ireland to be won here, and the man's not on form. You have to change it, and that's it. Fair play to UL for making the decision.
And as a coach, Adrian, do you think that's the boys coming in with the stats at half time, or would he have made the decision already?
Look, I don't think you need any stats today, to be honest, Jerome. Sometimes you see with the eye, maybe if they have a stats man, I think Dave Foley's the stats man here, he would have confirmed what they already knew. But brilliant hands from Murphy.
He got the finish though, he hasn't.
Didn't have the finish this time, but he started
well,
the second half.
I was making the point throughout the first half, Adrian. It's a bit harder at that end to get the scores, isn't it? DCU going, or UL going for another one.
Great
that's a belter from distance.
Conor Martin is having a fantastic game here for UL. He's really dragging them back into the game here, and if it back to that point already, they'll be absolutely buzzing with that start of the second half. They couldn't have asked for better.
Yeah, well, that's what we kind of expect from UL on home territory. I'd say they got a roasting, 4 points wasn't good enough.
Yeah, there's big energy on the line here as well from UL. The whole group looks really up for it here in the second half. It's a great block. Ooh. Jared Dwyer putting his body on the line there.
Yeah, 4 points was good at half-time, but I was never thinking it was going to be anywhere enough against UL. And UL now bursting back. If they get another one here, they'll actually level it. Isn't it 8-7 now, is it?
Conor Martin with the strike again. That one's just drifted a bit left on the cap of white man, but he is having a huge influence on the game here, and DCU can't stand watching this for too much more longer. If they leave Bill Hughes sitting, Conor Martin's going to have a field day here. That's
3 points in under 4 minutes, and an over carry decision, so there could be a little bit of afters as well. That could be hopped, or not hopped, but thrown in instead. So
Screeney doesn't look too happy with that decision. I'd say your man might have made a meal of it, but look, he put his hands on him when he went down. It was a smart thing to do. We'll see it back in the monitor here now. It could be wrong in the corner back as well. It's a high challenge from Riley coming out as well. Jeez, yeah, they were lucky to get that.
Oh. Well, when you look at that again, what do you think?
Look, DCU will be disappointed.
A bit over the top from Screeney to me. I
don't think Dave, you'll mind me saying that one was a small bit loose on the way out there. So to be done for over carrying was a bit harsh. And then look,
I know he was on one knee, but it's connecting around the head.
Yeah, justice has probably prevailed here. They'll throw it in and drive on again. People watching at home, DCU have gone a little bit more orthodox here with their setup in the second half with three inside. So it'll be interesting to see if they get Colin Spain out, or Colin Spain is out. Just trying to see who they have inside. So they've Bourne and the two Murphys inside at the moment. And Colin Spain still has his free roll out the field. So DCU have set up in pretty much the same way as they did in the first half. Just trying to see what UL are at here. Screeney and Leahy inside. O'Reilly kind of drifting out. and Sin and Butler here between the 45 and the 65. So UL are set up pretty much the same way as well. Looks like there's been no changes on either side here, Jerome. That's brilliant.
Just a change in
Brilliant hands,
the
that's
free
super
taker.
play.
But Adrian, give me your coach's view on this. I mean, for DCU, what do you do now? You've come out in the second half, you're into the rain, into the wind.
Try and kill the game a small bit, Jerome. Like, they've conceded 3 on the spin, they've lost a few turnovers. You know, it's time for the old contact lens to go on Kevin Hogan here up the top maybe, and just get a grip on the game again, and you know, and try and do a few simple things, win a free. But yeah, if a team gets around you like that, you know, as much as people mightn't like to hear it at home, you got another free in here for UL, and they're really on top here now, Jerome.
Yeah, but that's not a sort of thing you can get on to players from the sideline. I'm sort of thinking, what can a coach say? What can he change tactically?
No, look, it can be very difficult to get that message on, but it's something that you should really have spoken about. And well, Seamus Murphy's inside talking to Kevin Hogan here now, and he's either telling him to switch the puck outs or slow it down, one or the other. So that's one way of getting the message on. But look, it's something you would have spoken about with your players, you know, at training sessions throughout the years. Like, what do we do in these scenarios? Scenario-based coaching. You know, we concede 3 or 4 in a row. What do we do? We score 2 or 3 in a row. You know, can we keep the tempo of the game up? Can we keep the pressure on? But look, these are young lads playing in our Ireland final, and sometimes things you've spoken about during the year go out the window.
So you're talking about one of the coaches there. Was it the goalkeeper or the fullback? What do you think he's saying to him?
He's either telling him to slow down the next puck out and give us a chance, or switch up what's happening. They've got beaten on the last few long puck outs here. That's a good score from Screeney. Look, they weren't getting them in the first half, and look, they'll be delighted to have wiped out that lead so quickly.
Oh, that's brilliant from the
puck
goalkeeper,
out.
Kevin Hogan.
Really
that had
good.
to be pinpoint, and it was.
Yeah.
That's superb. And now it's Dara Farrell who might be able to get up, but
Great
he
turnover.
is cut out there. He's
Yeah.
cut out there. Anthony Keady
Anthony
coming in
Keady.
and cutting that one out.
Anthony Keady's really setting the tone for UL with his work rate around the middle. 10 minutes before half time there, and since the start of the second half as well. Hard to see what's happening here now.
It is indeed. There's a lot of players on the line there, but if you look from our camera angle, you can just about see it's DCU basically trying to not just settle this game down in the second half, but to reverse things. After 7 minutes, they haven't scored in this half.
And UL are starting to win all the dirty ball now. We spoke just before half time that DCU were winning a lot of those breaks and a lot of those rucks around midfield, but they're all going UL's ways now, and that's giving them a real platform to attack here now in the second half.
Yeah, DCU getting no change at all.
A few subs warming up here for UL as well. Look, the word around the place that UL have a very strong bench, so it'll be interesting to see who they unleash here now for the last 20.
Well, good luck to them warming up down there on the side of the pitch here. It's really, really soft. Now that one has gone really long into the DCU full back line.
Well
They're
done.
under serious pressure there. Trying to come out with the ball, and this
That's
is
good play for
Donald
DCU.
I haven't mentioned him before, Donald Shirley. Off
free
free
coming
man.
in.
Oh, there's
Great
room here
ball.
now. They should get
Colin
their first
Spain.
score. It's Colin Spain.
Oh, and he didn't give the advantage. He had his hand up there. DCU won't be happy with that. He let play on. UL have turned him over. Look at that man, Conor Martin again. Gerald Dwyer from downtown. No.
And that's a little bit strange. They dropped that into the keeper. That was an opportunity there. Wasted.
He
which
mightn't
isn't
admit it,
being
but I'd
like
say it
them.
was a shot, Jerome. Yeah, DCU really needed that free. They'd be a bit disappointed that the advantage wasn't given. It wasn't a terribly long advantage now, but and UL coming out with the ball again. They've been really good on those breaks since half time.
And it's been 8.5 minutes since half time, and DCU get a free there. That'll be welcome. That's just give them a little bit of a reprieve, a little bit of
Exactly.
relief from the onslaught.
Just a bit of respite here, like you said. They've been under serious pressure here at the start of the second half, and look, Kev has a serious belt of a ball. I don't know in these conditions, does he have it in the locker to score it from here? It's a long way out, but he is a lovely striker of the ball, the Fogs man.
Well, you said he got the message from the sideline there to calm things down. Maybe it's part of that. Maybe they're not expecting him to score.
Well, he's
from
Bill
here,
Hughes
but
all on his own here, and UL have switched off.
He's gone short. And it's Bill Hughes, and he's going from distance. Now, could this be their first goal? He's dropped it in short. We might end up with a goal out of this if they can scramble that into the net.
UL need
No,
to kill this
UL
ball.
have managed to come in there, and referees let that go. I thought it might be a free out. They make it a goal eventually.
And it is a
they
goal.
have. And it's the
13.
number 13. It's Luke Murphy from Wexford. There's lots of Murphys in the forwards, but it's Luke Murphy, number 13, has got it. Let's have another look at it there. What a scramble in
It's a
there.
scramble
And
one.
that's exactly what DCU needed, isn't
Gerald
it? What a
Dwyer-
response.
Do you know what? Turned over Gerard Dwyer and stuck it himself. That's the kind of big play that you need from a man in conditions like these. That's a key score in this game, Jerome.
Yeah.
UL, after all their work to get back into it, will be very, very disappointed to have given away most of the lead again so quickly. Oh, great hit. That is a superb hit. Love it.
You're enjoying this, Adrian.
Ah, yeah, sure. It's great to see. That was a throw as well. We don't call for throw balls in Limerick, Jerome.
That's why they're winning all the All-Irelands. Now DCU trying to do
That's
something
brilliant.
about that.
From young Bourne again.
Bourne killed their man in there, and that's a free in.
He had a great start to the game for DCU, and he went out of it a little bit, but that's a big win on the back of the goal here now. And look, UL had all the momentum there, but looks like that goal has just turned it. So there's a sub here for UL, Jerome.
24, yeah, for UL.
24 for 12.
You're in charge of subs.
Stephen D, look, would have been on the Tipperary panels all the way along. I think due to injury and various other reasons, hasn't spent a whole pile of time.
Oh, you love that hit. And it was a clean hit. It was a good hit.
But this guy's a serious operator and would probably have been in line to start if he'd been more available to the UL management. So we'll see what impact he makes here now coming into the half-forward line.
For Ben Whitty, yeah.
For Ben, yeah. Good score from Darren Murphy, and look, DCU all of a shot had their 4-point lead back again, Jerome.
Yep, exactly. It's amazing how games can change so quickly, isn't it?
Momentum.
And 4 points in a row, and now they should have been 5 or 6 actually, but DCU now have got that restored, that 4-point lead.
Yeah.
So you can.
That's a great
they
win.
Basically ruled out the last 10 minutes. It's
Riley's through.
UL.
It's popped up into his hand as well. He's got recycle options here in Keady. He's gone for himself off the left. Off the post, it's broken.
Don't believe it.
There we go.
Rebound. He's put
Sin
the
and
rebound
Butler.
in the net.
Always go to goal. Some man for a goal, Sin and Butler.
He had a quiet day, but that just shows how things can change. And they've hit the post twice in the first half. Hit it again, but this time it bounced.
It was a lovely effort from Riley off his left.
Beautifully.
And you know what? That was a harder chance than the one he missed. In those conditions, bouncing ball, that's a fantastic strike from Butler.
That's really livened things up. 1-9 to 1-8, 12 minutes into the second half. Well, this game just keeps on giving, Adrian. It's a terrific game, and I have to keep saying in the conditions. And another substitute, and it's DCU, and they're taking off. Are they taking off Dara Murphy? They are.
Donna Murphy, yeah.
Donna Murphy, rather, number 10. Yeah, Dara's 15, of course. Donna is 10, but you know,
Sam
that's a bit of a surprise.
It is. Oh, is it 18 for 8? Have they changed their mind?
Oh, they have. That explains it. So they've taken
Cochran.
Ben Cochran off instead. Yeah.
Now, Dunna probably hasn't been as prominent in the game as you'd expect.
Yeah,
like
but you know,
experienced player, St.
He can
Kieran's
always
College.
step up.
Yeah.
You can always step up. So 4-point lead, back to level. Another 4-point lead, back to a 1-point game again. This game is swinging all over the place.
We could be here for a long night yet, Jerome.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but don't go there. Don't go there. The commitment is 100%, isn't it? Free to DCU. So they're starting to bring on the subs now. They're starting to make changes. Give us again an insight into what's happening on the sideline. To see 32 here for UL might be looking to come on now. They're warming him up as well. At this stage, are they trying to change things tactically, or is that just new blood, new legs?
Well,
what do you think?
There's no number 32 listed on the UL team here, Jerome. So this could be a wild card coming in here from somewhere.
Yeah.
I think at this stage in the game, in these conditions, you're just rolling the dice here. I think a lot of their decision making here will be based on what guys have done previously, you know, and what they've seen in training, as opposed to.
Here, if that goes over.
That's a great score.
Oh my goodness,
Great
that's fantastic
score.
from Dara Farrell from Wexford.
Brilliant.
There was 2 men and he went round 2 of them, and from a terrible angle. That's a sensational
see it
score.
again here. Geez, he was nearly outside in the AstroTurf before he hit that. That's absolutely superb.
He was nearly on the other side of the River Shannon when he got that. I mean, when you compare the 2 scores in the first half, that's been 3 fantastic, outstanding scores by DCU in this game.
Brilliant. Really, really good. You have to say credit to both teams here. It's been an absolutely outstanding second half, and the conditions haven't got any better, Jerome.
2-point lead then for DCU coming up to the end of the third quarter. They are in a terrific position. The league final, they lost by 7 points. Now, I know league and championship are different, but still, this is coming in to UL's back garden, and they're doing extremely well. And even though
great catch.
That's the tougher end of the ground to be playing on. That's a great catch. And he goes for the long pass as well. And that doesn't work. DCU, to their credit, and this is one of the subs who came in, they have really got stuck in this second half, especially after conceded 4 points in a row. They've shown great character, and this man has led the charge. Dara Farrell again, taking them all on almost single-handedly, and says, lads, join me here. Let's get stuck in. He got the point a few minutes ago, and he's leading by example. And that's that sub again, number 18. He tries to kick it through, and he's still going and might still get something out of it. Now, UL's Dara Langan from this neck of the woods as well. This is Ted Dunn, scored the first point of the game. or rather, that's not Ted Dunn, that was Connor Martin, sorry, the man from Kappa White. And all the way back there, this is Colin Spain. Well, if you said he's been playing pretty deep anyway, hasn't he?
He has. 2 Kilcormac men there battling it out. I'm sure they've marked each other plenty of times in training.
We're now in the last quarter of the game. Oh, that's well watched there by, it's Donald Shirley actually, the number 7 for DCU, and awfully man, he did well there.
He's in a bit of bother here though.
He is, yeah, you just don't have any time, and look at the tackles going in on him, but he did well again. And the referee says go with it.
A lot of step shouts coming from the UL sideline here, but in fairness to Tyler, he's letting it go, isn't he?
Farrell put that one in, the number 9 inevitably again. Now, can Luke Murphy weave a bit of magic here? It's all the Murphys, and that was well blocked in there. Was it O'Dwyer who came in there? I think it was, big number 3 with a red helmet. Or was it 5? Anyway, the ball's stuck in there again. Brilliant. Somewhere, and as well, it was actually the number 5. It was Jack O'Callaghan who
Keedy with the dirty ball again. He's been brilliant.
Now, there's a chance for UL down in the right-hand corner.
They're 2 points down. Butler. Good strike.
He got it.
Great score, Sinan Butler.
Well,
there's a bit of indecision there.
It's wide.
Bit of indecision there.
The referee isn't even looking. He's already marked it down, so it's a point. Look at it again there. Well, it's impossible really to tell on the camera, I think. But look, we had one earlier on we weren't sure about, and maybe that's levelled it up.
My gut instinct was that it did go over, but it looked like a bit of indecision there amongst the umpires. But it's gone down the referee's notebook, and that's all that counts.
Exactly, it's on the scoreboard there. It's 110 to 19. But this is Dara Murphy trying to respond right away. I fear that's going to the right. It might end up in the net, though. It could be anywhere, and it's gone wide. It has gone wide, but that threat is there right away. DCU keep trading punches here, don't they?
Unknown sub here for UL.
Yeah, number 32.
Tom Clancy here in front of us going to find out who this mysterious UL sub is for us.
Sometimes it's maybe the 27 jersey's not available or something, so we will find out here. He's having to check with the sideline. That was a good shout.
Oh yeah,
26.
It is. You're spot on. You have to be around a long time, Jerome. Spot these things. Fair play to you.
I have been. I was going to. Well, I wasn't quite right. So who is it?
26 on, wearing 30. Young lad from Clarecastle.
And what's his name?
Sorry.
Have you got his name there? I haven't got it just to hand at the minute. Let's follow the play here because Jack Leahy is gone off on the right hand side looking for what would be an equaliser from a really bad angle, but he's not actually gone for the score, has he? Either way, it's going to cross the goal, and it's cleared by DCU, but maybe only as far as Doyle. And indeed, Doyle has got it there. Has he kept it in? I'm not sure he has. No, he hasn't.
James Doherty from Clarecastle, the Magpies man, is on for UL, wearing 32. He was listed as number 26 in the programme. I keep asking you tactically because you're a coach, Adrian, but as you say, maybe on a night like this, there's not really an awful lot of tactic going into it. Tactics gone out the window here, Jerome. I'd say both teams still playing the 2 deep inside and 1 on the edge of the D formation, and it's just going to be a case of who comes up with the bigger plays here in the last 10 or 12 minutes. Well, this could be one. This could be one of those big plays. He's put that very high, but it's gone right, I think, and well right. Oh yeah, well right. No doubt about that one. That's well wide. Struck it well, Stephen D, but again, it just drifted away from him. But look, it's very much in the melting pot here now, Jerome, isn't it? With 12 minutes to go, it's going to be who steps up and makes the big plays here now. Absolutely. Brilliant. Oh, that's easy. The sub. And he lays it off easily. This should be the equaliser for Connor Martin. And it is. There's no way he's going to miss that one. And we are level now. If UL do come through this game, they have Connor Martin to thank for an awful lot. He has been absolutely outstanding, the Kappa White man. He's really stepped up when UL needed him. To be fair, that was a little bit easy. They got it straight from the puck out, didn't they? So it was a bit of a gift. But we're into the last 11 minutes of play now, and DCU have done so well in this game, but to be honest with you, Adrian, I'm fearing for them at the minute because UL to me are able to get the scores quite easily at that end, but then again we shouldn't write DCU off because they have really been trading punches, as I say, and this big fella has been really trading punches more than most. He's getting stuck in, but can they get in there? They're sort of getting bogged down. As I say, that's a slightly softer end of the ground, but that's brilliant work, and there's a lovely ball inside as well, and he might get through here. The pass came in from Dara Murphy. They're appealing for a free, and they've got it. I'd like to see it on the monitor again, Jerome. I don't know, was that in the context of the game a small bit on the soft side? But we'll give Tyler the benefit of the doubt here now. We might get a look back at it here again. No, I don't think we're going to get that one. You're like Croke Park, you won't show the controversial ones. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Censorship at its best here. Look, it's been given now anyway, as you know yourself. as I've experienced over the years, the ref isn't going to change his mind, Jerome, is he?
Absolutely not. Just checking the live chat on the YouTube there, and we're up to 1,700 devices. This game has really caught people's imagination, I think, not just because it's such a good game, but because it's such a close game.
Yeah, no, cracking game. Look, again, it's not going to be any consolation whichever team comes out the wrong side of the score, but oh, that's wide.
No, it's inside. Just, but it's inside. I know there's a lot of people in front of you, but that was inside.
He cut it tight.
But it's DCU back in front going into the last 10 minutes. That's the important thing. Are they
Yeah.
going to hold on here? My money would be on UL, but DCU are really putting it up to them. They're sticking with them all the way through. But is it
Connor Martin again?
Oh, no
Jeez,
way.
he's
He was on his
exceptional.
knees. He hasn't put that over. No, he's put it wide. But does he get the free? He'll
Get the free.
Which should be the
Connor
equaliser,
Martin has
yeah.
absolutely ran the show. Look, you talked tactically there a few minutes ago. Like, can DCU afford to let Bill Hughes continue to sit? I know they're probably worried about the threat of Screeney, Leahy and Sinan Butler inside, but Jesus, Connor Martin is absolutely running the show here for UL, coming into that little pocket of space between the centre back and the two midfielders. And like, if you're talking about making one change, you'd surely just put a man marker on him here for the last 10 minutes and see if the rest of the UL team have what it takes to step up and win the game for UL.
But then how do you do that? How do you get the word on and who do you pick to do that, you know?
You'd have this decided, like, they've plenty of good defenders in there. You pick your stickiest man and stick it on him, Joe. I think these are things you have to be able to do as a management.
But then in the last 10 minutes, just to play devil's advocate, you know, lads are tired. You know, you're going on to a loose man, you know, you want them to play. Do you keep playing your game?
Yeah, true. Look, but then again, like, do you keep letting Connor Martin rule the roost here as well? But look, Dermo's a shrewd operator. He's a cool customer, and I'm sure if they had someone to put on him, they'd have done it already. And look, Bill Hughes is a Kilkenny senior. It's just the way he's playing. He's trying to sit back and cover. And that's the equaliser from Screeney. He's trying to sit back and cover here, Jerome. And
but then
it's
DCU
just giving Connor
we're
Martin
not
a
going
load
to
of
sit
space.
back, we're going to go for it. You know, and they've 8 minutes to go on their level here. And maybe that's why as well, you know. So now let's look at this. Puck out. Oh, has he got that? He has. It is UL who have got it, and the sub has got it, and it's just gone to the right, has it? That hasn't gone over. No, it hasn't. I think they got a bit excited down there left here. It was a 24.
They're using the same spec. They're using the same optician I'm using, Jerome.
Now this one right down in front of us. Oh, he's got it again. That's two he's got. And the last time he laid it off for Connor Martin, and Connor Martin put it over. It's a double take. It's deja vu, but it hasn't gone over. He hasn't given it enough. Well, UL are, I think they will get over the line, but they are really stopping at the finishing line every single time, aren't they?
And they're on the attack here now, Jerome, and they've got numbers as well.
Well, this is Cian Boran, the Kildare man. He doesn't go for his own score. That's a wise decision. Puts it in there. And is that Dara Farrell in there again?
Gerard Dwyer, number 3. Oh, yeah, Dara Farrell inside as a full forward now. He is. But Gerard Dwyer's been good and solid here at the back. He was turned over for the goal, all right, but he's put in a fair shift here now, full back for UL. Connor Martin again.
That's superb again. Lovely skill from him. 7 minutes to go. And UL looking to take the lead, and that was Leahy, but he's gone to the left and he's gone wide. They are really struggling to get over the line, and that's good, quick puck out there from the keeper, getting vital possession. And now it's DCU looking to get ahead again, and that is Nathan Gill from Gorton Galway, the number 2, I think it was, but he's won the free. It's a free out. It's a free out.
Just saying, he picked it off the ground. He went for the audacious flick into the hand, but there could be a bit of grass in the fingers. We might see it. Might see it back here again on the monitor.
Yeah. I'm not sure of the replay. Oh, no, that was the previous one. That was the previous one. The keepers come all the way
Stephen
out
D
here.
has had the impact we expected. Talking to the UL crew during the week, they really thought that he could make an impact coming off the bench. He was going to be their go-to man.
Wow. Look at
Really
the distance
right.
on that, and it's on target, but is it enough? It's not enough. It's goalkeeper to goalkeeper.
Kevin Hogan gave me a heart attack here at Fogs, man. Controlling the ball in the hurling in these conditions. He's as cool as a breeze inside the goals.
There's room here for Colin Spain, and he drives it. They've done this a lot. They keep putting it into that corner, but there's nobody there for DCU, and it's easy for UL to defend. Now the pressure's on, but free out, says the referee. I think there's quite a few people here from DCU because he really didn't like that.
Sub for DCU there was a few Offaly Regis and a few Wexford Regis in the car park on the way in, so they're down supporting their team. And it is...
There's a good few Wexford men there, all right. Luke Murphy's Wexford, Dara Farrell, Dara Murphy, they're all Wexford men.
Dara Farrell is coming off here, is he, number 9?
And Dylan Purcell at number 2 is a Wexford man.
And the 26 is an Afina man, Kieran Stacey is on here for, is it 26?
Here, hold on, they've taken off Dara Farrell. I thought he was fantastic.
You know yourself now, Jerome, if you go from midfield to full forward, there's only one more place you're going after that.
Goals. Free out for DCU. I really have to say, I have to give credit again to DCU. You know, they're up against it here, but they are really sticking in this game. They could have folded here, you know.
Yeah, I know they're well in it. Look, obviously it's an obvious thing to say at 1-11 apiece, but like it's a very even game momentum-wise.
Yeah, they stifled that because the game started in the second half with 4 points in a row for UL, and DCU have brought it back. They got a 4-point lead themselves, and they're not getting an even break up here in the forwards. The ball keeps going up there, but they're not getting the scores away. They're not even getting the play away, and this time it's UL going to turn it over. I'm going to break here. They're going to transition, and they've got men over. This fella's made a difference since he's come in, and he's left it off well again, but it's been turned over. That's good scrapping back there, and it's Luke Murphy, the Wexford man. He's got it, and it's Dara Murphy now. It's another Wexford man, and if he gets this, he'll go ahead. He really, he's just missed. Just missed. Agonising for DCU. It remains level.
And I think, given the form he's been in, Jerome, there was no other person that DCU would have wanted that ball to fall to. He's been absolutely superb, young Murphy.
Now,
that one got away from him.
This scrap for possession. It looks like not much, but it could be important. Every little battle is important at the minute. Who's going to emerge with it? It's UL. Off in the attack, and that's a crude tackle, and it's a chance here for the lead. And UL, they've been trying to fall over the finishing line, and this is a golden opportunity. As we watch it again here, Adrian, free given here.
Yeah, Killian Doyle, look, took on his man.
Personal.
Yeah, took on his man and asked for the challenge. Here's a chance for Screeney now to step up and put UL in front with probably 3 minutes on the clock by the time he hits it.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't think the DCU line are too happy with that one. Look, it was a small bit on the soft side, but what we'd say is the defender gave the referee the opportunity to give the free, and sometimes that's all you need.
Exactly, yeah.
He's back screening to put this over. Conditions have dried up a little bit. He'll fancy this.
Just twirls this hurl there. As you say, a very short hurl.
Yeah.
But it's been very effective in the second half and should be again. Has it gone to the right or just inside? Yeah, it's just inside. He hasn't missed. And UL have sneaked in front with 3 minutes to go. It's all up to DCU to provide something a little bit special. The rain thankfully has stopped, but they are playing into the rougher, shall we say, end of the ground. And they're going to have to come up with something.
Tackle.
That's brilliant. The big number 3 there again, and it's Jared O'Dwyer who did really well. Clears his lines brilliantly. That's what you need with 3 minutes to go. But who's it fallen to? Is that Connor Cleary? It's hard to see over on that far side from here. Well, they're having a right old scrap there, aren't they? Our camera right in it, and his body's flying everywhere. The referee's going to come over and do what a good referee should do.
When he doesn't know what happened.
Yeah. Go again, lads. Go again and try. But look at the dirt on the jerseys. I mean, it's a DCU ball. Well, they need to win a few balls like that. It's dirty ball, as you call it, and they've won it.
It's important to say before the game finishes up and we get caught up in winners and losers that both teams have put in an incredible shift here, Jerome. They did an absolute credit to themselves.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking before the game about the conditions, and you were saying it's about the intensity and who wants it. Well, they have really gone for it, both sides. I feel a wee bit sorry for DCU if they lose this by a point or so, because they have contributed so richly and improved so much from the league final, but they're not done yet, and they might even get in behind here. They've shown terrific character. Now can they get a score right at the end of it? Oh, shoulders come in. They have fought for every ball. Every man out there for DCU has fought for this. They want to get this crown. They want to get a victory over DCU or UL. It's been a while, and they'd love to do it here in UL. What's the referee giving?
Throw it again,
Throw it in, isn't he? Yes, yeah. 112 to 111. About a minute left of normal time. I'd imagine we're going to get maybe 2
see what Donica throws up here. I'll gamble on 3, Jerome. 3 in the second half always.
Yeah, could be, with the changes as well. Now he's gone for that. The keeper's come out for it, and the defender was holding off the forward there, and the referee says play away. And they are playing away. And DCU battling, trying to get through there, and there's just no way through, but they're throwing everything at it. So many white jerseys, which are now brown jerseys back there, but well cleared. But who's going to get there first? Bill Hughes looking for it. It's going to come right back in there. And guess what? There's 3 minutes to go.
That's always 3 second half to run.
That's why you're here, Adrian. And this is Donald Shirley putting it in there, and he's put it to the right, and he's put it wide. That needed to drop in and around the house or over the bar, but instead it's gone right, and that plays beautifully into UL's hands as we go into the last 30 seconds of normal time.
The shot selection from Donald there. He's an experienced player with Offaly, and I'm disappointed with that one, but then UL had a lot of bodies back as well, Jerome.
They did, yeah. But DCU knocking on that door. Is there another score in them? That's the same man. That's Shirley. He's put it into the corner and said, go for it. But the first man there is O'Dwyer, as he has been for a lot of this game. Now, right in front of us, this is Jack O'Callaghan clearing his lines. Oh, I thought he caught that, but he hasn't. Instead, it could be another score for UL to put 2 in it, and it's the number 32, who should have been wearing 26. It doesn't matter. He's put it over, and as we go into added time, that could be the winning score. That is a 2-point lead.
James Doherty from Anthony Daly's Patch of the Woods here in Clarecastle. He'll be toasting that one. Toasting that one out the road this evening.
DCU, they need not just 1 point, they need 2, or will they just go for goal and win the whole thing? Oh, tough challenge going in there, and he knew what he was doing there. Luke Murphy just trying to get the man out of the way. It's scrappy, it's so scrappy. DCU need the ball, they've got the ball, and it is Murphy. Well, if you say Murphy on the forwards, you're usually accurate because there's 3 of them up there, and that time it was Donagh Murphy, and he got his free, and this should bring it back to a 1-point game, and then it's a question of time.
Yeah. Jerome Dwyer has made some serious interventions here, legal and illegal here, Jerome, in the last 10 minutes, but he's putting his body on the line big time here for UL.
Put this over, yeah?
Look, we see a few misses from this position in the first half, but...
no, I mean, do you go for a point, or do you try to go for a goal?
100%. Look,
yeah. And take it as quickly as you can, please. Yeah. From a DCU point of view.
Yeah, they look to go probably full press here on the UL puck out then.
Seen them missed in the first half. Not this one. Back to a 1-point game. 1 minute 40, 100 seconds to go.
Yeah, young Murphy's been so reliable for DCU tonight. He's probably been their best player, really. Like you said at the start, Larry's son. I'm sure Larry's here somewhere watching it. The Glen Barntown man. They'll be proud of him down in Wexford. 1.5 minutes to go. UL have possession. DCU desperately trying to get it back. There's bodies hanging on to bodies. The referee said, I'm going to let you at it. And UL trying to win it here with the last minute score. And it is a last minute score. And it's that man again. It's Conor Martin from Kappa White and Tipperary. What a game he has had. And it's fitting if they win it that he gets that one. He's been absolutely immense here, Jerome. Absolutely superb. You'd think without jinxing it, that should be game for UL, but...
They might get another one. They don't need another one, but they might get it. Well, this man has been an impact sub. He's made an impact and he might even get a goal out of it. No, he's not. Now, is there time? Points are no use now. They get a free DCU.
30 seconds.
30
Look, if they get one more, the ref might give him a chance, but you'd be thinking it needs to be goal or nothing here for DCU.
Oh, absolutely. Has to be goal. He's gone short to go long, and he gives it to Dylan Purcell. And he now goes long. Putting it in there. They need this to break. They need to get in behind. They need a goal. DCU. It's unlikely, but they've been knocking on that door. You never know when they have possession. Ooh. Free in, says the referee. Free in, but it's not enough. Or is it? Last 10 seconds of normal time. 1:14.
They're being told to put it over here from the sideline. It depends now whether Tyler's going to give him a chance to win their own puck out. Look, it's like this. We'll know the conversation. If he sticks it over, we'll know they have maybe 30 seconds. If he's going for goal here, it's probably the last play of the game, Jerome.
Well, you said 3 minutes. They allow a wee bit more.
Look, refs tend to make it up a little bit as they're going along.
Keeper's coming up to take it.
Okay. Well, we know what the conversation was, so Jerome, this is it.
Do you know, I was driving by.
Dave Clossy, the UL manager here, is looking out at us, Jerome. He's not even able to watch it.
No, he's not able to watch. The goalkeepers come up. Kevin Hogan, a dub for DCU. It's the goalkeeper. They're 2 points down with 3.5 minutes extra played on. He fires it over. That needed to be, well, maybe he was aiming for the crossbar. He's put it over. It's a point, but it's not enough. It's the end, and it means that UL have hung on here right at the end after a fantastic battle in this Electric Ireland Freshers 1 hurling final. It's been fantastic entertainment in these conditions. We have to give credit all the players. There's bodies around the pitch because DCU have given it everything. They're lying on the ground even though it's extremely wet. They have given it everything and they're an absolute credit. Never mind the cream we're talking about. These boys tonight didn't just show quality. They showed full-hearted, full-blooded commitment.
There were both teams, Jerome. We said it there numerous times during the game. Like, I don't think people at home realise how bad the conditions were. That was a superb game of hurling. 2 excellent young teams. And like when it was really in the melting pot, there was savage leadership shown on both sides. Young lads made huge plays here for both teams. And look, it's a fantastic win for UL. Like, a fresher air Ireland is such a big thing, and they'll be buzzing with that.
Absolutely. Player of the match, who would you pick from all of that there? I know you've been talking a lot about Conor Martin. You probably can't go past him, but who else?
Honourable mentions to Gerard Dwyer, I suppose, was very, very good at the back for UL. Anthony Keady was absolutely superb around the middle. On the DCU side, again, when it really, really was in the mix, Dara Murphy was excellent. Colin Spain did some good things as well. They'll be very happy with the display of the likes of Conor Cleary, who I think, if I'm not mistaken, held Adam Screeney scoreless from play.
Did he?
I think he did.
Wow.
We'll have to get our stats in. But Jerome, you're 100% right. The main man here for me today was Conor Martin from Kappa White. He gave an absolutely immense display. He was good in the first half. He was superb in the second half. And for me, he's the man of the match in tonight's final, Jerome.
I would actually ask you, just on the night that it has been, to pick a player of the match from DCU. You know, who's been their best player tonight? I know you mentioned one or two there, but they sort of deserve that. They deserve something from this. Look, it's been an immense effort.
Absolutely. Look, I suppose, as I said there, Dara Murphy from Glenbarntown. I think when they were going well in the first half, it was him that was motoring well. He was holding on to ball. Keane Bourne had a very good start to the game and a good start to the second half. But yeah, I think for me, the main man for DCU is Dara Murphy from Glenbarntown.
Yeah, and a terrific game. I'm trying to see where the trophy is. It's Ray O'Brien who's going to present it. I can't see him anywhere though. If I do, I'd like to get him to come over nearer to us, but
it might
don't
be too
think
far,
he'll be able to. If we don't get his attention, I can't get him there, so we might have to just watch this and try to keep talking ourselves. Sometimes we like to get the microphone out and hear what they're saying, but I'm not sure it's going to be possible tonight. I don't see Ray. He's a former chairperson, by the way, of higher education. About 10 years ago he was the main man, and he's come down tonight to present the trophy here for the Electric Ireland Freshers 1. But I don't see, usually you can see a glint of a trophy somewhere, but I can't see him just yet. Maybe this is one of the lads coming over here, maybe
Jason,
to ask. Yeah, maybe they're coming over and maybe going to help do the presentation over here, so we'll talk to them and try and get that. So we're going to hold on for the presentation of the cup.
Conor Martin.
They're asking us for a player of the match, and we're going with Conor Martin.
I went with Jerome
Kappa White and Tipperary.
Dwyer is very good as well.
Gerard Dwyer is very good too, but we've gone with Conor Martin. And
presentation down here, just
could you bring it over here, please? Well, if you do it over here, we can hear the presentation, and we want to hear what's been said or whatever. So, and we get it beautifully on the camera over there. You won't get it so well. So if you can bring it over just on the sideline here, it'd be brilliant. There you hear my negotiation skills, and hopefully they can bring it over. They're going to do it way down in the corner here, but
Jason Coffey made a fair shout there for Gerard Dwyer. He was immense at the back as well. Look, he's had some year. Cashel Community School, I think they became only the second school, or they're the first school in a long, long time to win a first Harty Cup. Like, they really broke that hold that the likes of Thurles and Ardskull had on that trophy. He was central to that. I know he has an All-Ireland Fresher medal in his back pocket, so maybe he is on the way to matching Orla's feats in UL. He's a few more medals to go yet, but he might have to start kicking the round ball as well. But he was brilliant. But I think for me, and when the lads look back at that game, time and time again, when they needed a Conor Martin, one dirty ball, one free, stuck over scores. Jeez, I was so impressed with him. I don't think it's going to be too long before we see that lad in a senior tip jersey, Jerome.
The record of these two colleges in particular over the last 7-8 years has been unbelievable at this level. I mean, it's UL's 7th final, and DCU, 2016, 17, 18, 19, they were winning this. They won 3 in a row around then, and they're still knocking on the door, as you saw tonight. So these two colleges have really led the way at this level, and it says a lot about them. And that's why the UL nearly won 3 in a row, and DCU have come so close as well. And of course, they're very good at the football as well, as we saw last week. But concentrating on the freshers is obviously paying dividends. Yeah, no, look, I mean, it's, I suppose, 3 in a rows and stuff like that don't really matter for the lads here today, because you only get one shot at the freshers medal, unfortunately, isn't it? But I think it augurs very well for the DCU, or for the Fitzgibbon prospects of both of these teams, that they're producing so many freshers teams. Absolutely. So we have a microphone out there. We're getting the players over. We're hoping that we're going to be able to go out and capture what has been said. I'm going to have to jump a fence here as well, Adrian. I'm going to have to maybe leave you to it. I still haven't seen the silverware yet. That's usually my cue to jump the fence and get out there. Otherwise it could end up messy. But our man's coming back again. And hold on a wee second. I'll negotiate.
Lads, up here.
It's okay, Father John is taking control of the situation here.
So I'll come out. There you go. That's my negotiation skills already. Again, and we're going to get there in the end. As the rain is now coming down heavier again, but I'm going to leave you talking to yourself for a minute, Adrian. But you won't mind that. I'm sure you sum it up there, and then we'll pick it up out there.
Yeah, look, I suppose both teams are over in front of us here for the presentation, and there's nothing worse than after a game, I suppose, the contrast. DCU lads are absolutely dejected here out on their feet. They gave a savage effort for their colleges, and they can be very, very proud of themselves. I know Dermo's going to be disappointed as well. They put a huge effort in all year, but just on the balance of play, UL struck at the right time. And
still haven't seen the cup, but I'll check our audio in the meantime. Are you hearing me okay up there? You are hearing me. We just need a cup and somebody to make the presentation. Mike Hyland's usually here, and he knows what we do, and he's very, very good, but he's not here tonight. He's the chairperson. But Ray, former chairperson, I'm told, is here. I see him now, and now I see silverware. And we are going to be able to make that presentation now. So, Ray, we're live on here. Not like the old days, Ray, when you were chair now. This is all live now, isn't it? Great, but we're going to have this microphone to pick up what you're saying, so you can start whenever you like with the player of the match.
Okay, lads, just on behalf of Corlord Idicus, I just want to thank both teams for a very sporting game. Tough conditions on a night like this, but I just want to thank UL. The pitch is in great nick considering the rain that we've had in the last 2 months. Thank the referee and all his umpires and assistants, and Jerome for coming down and streaming this on behalf of everyone. Before we get the trophy, man the match is going to UL number 11 Conor Martin.
As he gets the photos taken, Conor Martin from Ray O'Brien, and now we go on to the cup itself.
Who's the captain? Who's the captain? Jack Lee. And now just call on Jack Lee to accept the cup. And Jack, look over here now, Jack. Amen.
The photographers closing in on the social media phones for the captain, and now we'll hear what the Cork man from Dungurney has to say. Jack. I'll hold it. You okay? I'll hold it.
Firstly to UL and Jason for the facilities they give us throughout the year. You know, they're top class, and you know we couldn't ask for any more. So just a big thanks to ULJ and Jason. And also to our main sponsors, Castletroy Hotel. Look, they leave us with nothing that we don't want. So cheers, thanks to Castletroy. To the referee and his officials, look, it's not an easy game, especially in those conditions. But look, both teams hard fought game, and look, none of us are left with no complaints. So, cheers to the ref. To DCU, look, you're definitely the best team we've come up against. Look, league final and final, both nights they've been shocking conditions. But look, you're a savage team. I've no doubt if you keep going the way you're going, that good things will come to you. So, 3 cheers there for DCU. Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. To Dave and the management, look, I think it was 6-7 months ago we got together, and what was it over there on that pitch? There was probably 160, 170 players tried out with a goal to win the league and the championship. Look, and thankfully there's 30 of us here now, and we've done that, and anything we've asked for off you've got for us. So big thanks to Dave and the management. And lastly, just to the players standing in front of me, there's a family and a club behind each player, so just a massive thank you to each club and family, and also to the whatever 35 lads we have. Look, it's no doubt the hardest, best group of lads I've ever been involved with, most talented, and look, we set out with one goal to win a league and a championship, and it's time to celebrate now.
Brilliant, well done there to him. Now let's bring out the main man. I always ask for the manager because they're going to go crazy in there.
They're going to drive me mad is what they're going to do.
Oh yeah, they will. They'll probably come in on you. But last week we did this up at DCU in the football, and the manager said it's the best competition in the GAA. I take it you'd say from a hurling point of view this is pretty similar from what we've seen even on tonight.
100% even in the conditions that we had tonight. These bunch of lads are a super bunch of lads. Like, it's not just that we have lads from certain counties, we've lads from everywhere. We've lads from Roscommon, we've Dave O'Reilly from Westmeath, and it just brings the best out of the young fellas at this age group, and I'm just so delighted for them because they worked really hard throughout the year. what can you say? Like,
Well, you needed to bring the best out in them tonight because 100%. DCU gave it everything. I mean, in particular, they scored, I think, if you were picking the best scores from tonight, I think they'd get the top 3. There was 3 absolute individual crackers.
There was crackers. And they did the same in the league final up in Dublin that night. I think the corner forward that night got 2 or 3, what we would call wordlies, like. But in fairness to our lads, we dug deep. We really, really dug deep. Now, we said it at half-time, if they wanted to win it, it's there for them. But they had to bring it out from themselves, and in fairness to them, they did do that tonight. I'm just so delighted for them. Like, they're just a super bunch of lads to be with. Like,
right, you said that at half time. They would outscored 4 in a row. Then they hit you with a goal and a point.
And then when you look at it, the shot that David Riley took in the corner, we were going, no, don't take a shot. Got a bit of a look. And we said it, if we got a point in front, 100% we were going to go on and win the game. And we did. We drove on. Luckily at the end that your man, the goalkeeper hit it over the bar. I thought he was going to belt it straight in and see what happens, like, or even lob it in like they did with Tipperary.
He probably meant to.
He probably did, like, but unfortunately for us, and a bit of luck for us, we went on and won it, and delighted for the lads.
And for you, El, just finally to wrap up, what does it mean to you to come back after the big defeat you had last year, which was a bit of a surprise, to come back and win this?
I wouldn't say it was a surprise last year. Like, Galway were very.
I mean, the gap, the margin of defeat, maybe.
Oh, it was like on the night we didn't play well on the night, all right. And in fairness to Galway on the night, they were super. It was great for this bunch. Like, this bunch have worked really, really hard all the way through the year. And as Jack said, the 2 best matches we had here against DCU, both in the final and in this final tonight. And we're just delighted to win it, in fairness. And
I have to say, on the player of the match, Adrian was fine between 1 or 2. He loved the way Conor Martin played. But then we were thinking Gerard Dwyer as well.
Gerard Dwyer had super game back there. He covered super ground back there. We can't. It's my birthday today. That's why they're saying that. But in fairness to Gerard, he was super. He covered a lot of ground. He struggled a little bit to start inside. We pulled him out, put Kiervak back, and when he got out there, he really drove on, which was we're delighted for him all, really.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. We'll go celebrate with this lad now.
Absolutely, well done. That's the manager there. He can celebrate, and we're going to finish there. There you go. What a way to spend your birthday. Where else would you spend it but in the rain and the wind here, and winning a Freshers title? Sure, that's what it's all about for a hurling man. You couldn't wish for better. And that just about is it. Thanks to Adrian O'Sullivan on the co-commentary and all the boys, and our cameraman. There's Ray. Come on in, Ray. We're about to wrap up, and then I saw you there, Ray. Now, to put this into context, Ray, you were the chairperson, about 10 years ago, and people hadn't really heard of live streaming.
That's right, yeah.
And now you've come back. It's great to see you again, but look at that game there tonight and where higher education is. Now, the manager last week in DCU said that the Freshers' best competition in the GAA, and tonight we've seen more evidence of that from a hurling point of view.
I think so. Like, it's probably one of the most fluid games in terms of the competition. Like, everyone is of the same age, same calibre. Like, most lads are either on a county, they've played minor, they're on under 20, pushing for senior, and it's just unbloody. Like, they were just, they've made great friends now, these lads, and over the next few years they've become great friends. And like, UL have always had good Fresher teams. I was just saying, I think this is the 3rd Fresher championship I've presented in the last 6 years. One of the best teams was probably the day they had like half the Limerick team probably playing with them now when they beat LIT, but they're going from strength to strength here, and you can see with the pitches and everything they have, it's just phenomenal. So
can I ask you one question just to give a bit of context, and if you just spin around that way a wee bit so we can see you there. So where higher education is in 2024, we've just got a new president coming in, Jarlath, who knows all about higher education, Sigerson winner in 1989. But is it still as important and relevant in this day and age? Obviously, it's tougher to fit it into the calendar and so on, but it's still as important in your eyes?
I think it is. Like, I think, you see a lot of the inter-county managers now are actually encouraging their players to play, because this time it puts lads up, against fellas of the same level in Fitzgibbon and Sigerson. So I think, they can show their mettle. It helps to bring them on. And again, the likes of Limerick, Kerry, Cork, all those county teams are producing players constantly that are playing these competitions, and it's shown at the end of the years. So
still miserable weather for higher education, isn't it? I'll let you go there because you're getting soaked. Thanks very much. That's Ray, appropriately ending off the coverage here tonight. And are we going to get one more word? Adrian, we get this man in for a quick word before we finish? Come on in. Come on in. You don't go near microphones when you're around, or Adrian or whatever, you could end up being on air. Great victory for you tonight, and a birthday present as well for your manager.
Yeah, in fairness, conditions were poor enough today, but sure, we just fought it out really in DCU. They could have won it there in the end as well, so it's just delighted to get a medal all the time.
What do you enjoy about playing at this level of hurling? And I'm saying that on a night where the rain is coming down on us here and the pitch is soft and it's really, really tough.
Yeah, like it's serious playing this. Like it's different to your county hurling, like, and playing with different groups of lads like that you wouldn't really know at the start, like, but you get to know them, and you know it's the same as you just want to be playing hurling, like down here with the area. That's good.
And what got you over the line tonight?
Probably second half our work rate went way up. First half DCU dogged us really, to be honest, and we just thankfully we worked a bit harder in the second half and came through for us.
They scored a few worldies and they stuck with you right to the end, didn't they? They give it everything, and then player of the match in the end. Do you think that was the right decision? Big Jared, a great game too.
Yeah, Jared was mighty as well. Like, but Connor, he got some serious scores for us there, even in the first half there as well. Kind of kept us taking and been doing that for us all year, in fairness to him. So fair play to him.
Absolutely. Thanks a million.
Cheers.
Good man. There you go. That will wrap it up this time. Thanks very much for sticking with us. It's always worth having another interview when you have one of the winners coming over. And there he goes, off now to get a shower and get into the warm. But for us, from a very, very wet UL, that's about it. Good night from UL.